I'm doing a whole lot of talking and my mic is muted. What's up, y'all? It's just Rhonda. Welcome to my channel. Can you hear me now? Yeah, girl. I was just talking and talking and my mic was muted. It's time for Ready to Love. Can you hear me now? You say you still have no sound. What's happening? Okay, good. It's time for Ready to Love. Shayna, are you looking forward to Ready to Love? We get back into it next week. So I thought I would take the opportunity to come over here, get to know these contestants just a little bit before we get started. You know what I mean? We get into these things, we get to know these people. Some of y'all, won't be around long. Some of y'all will, carry it on into the end. I'm feeling like I have an idea, just a little bit, just a little bit. Um, just based on what I was able to find out. So, y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell just in case I'm over here and you didn't know I was coming over here. You hit the notification bell, and then, yeah, then it's like, hey, y'all, come on in. Hit that like, say hello, tell your friends to subscribe. Anyway, Ready to Love. We back next Friday. I'll be there. And I'm really excited about this one because it's the D, and I'm a Michigander. I'm right around the corner, down the street. Detroit is like the big cousin, Flint is the little cousin. And yeah, so I'm feeling very excited about Detroit. And based on what I've seen, it's some interesting people, beautiful people. So yeah, let's get into it. I can only load 10 at a time, so we'll get to, one person at a time. I'm gonna start here. Some people was offering up more information than others. Um, we got Devon here. Devon. I'm sure I'll figure it out by the time we get here. Now, so I feel like Ready to Love, like when they put these cast photos out, the cast photos are never as flattering as what, these people really look like. So I went and did a little research. Some people were ready available, some people not so much. So I'm about to see like what it really is. Devon is 38. He's a university project manager. I don't know what that means. Project manager, university. It sounds like a job that I need a little bit more information on. And I also know, Devon, this is nothing against you. These Ready to Love people will put a job up there that they made up in their head. But what Devon does say about himself, he's very private, but he did share with people, my very existence is an act of rebellion on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. He's at Devon writes the script. So, I mean, I'm guessing he's a writer. I'm visualizing the sunbeam. You know how you look at the dust floating around in the sunbeam. I guess, Devon, if that's where you finding yourself, honey, ladies, Devon is floating around on a sunbeam. He's the mote of dust. You take with that what you will. I don't know what that means. So I'm guessing next week we'll get a chance to see what exactly it is that Devon is talking about. Because, child, I hope it don't mean he dusty. Devon, I need more. Who else? We're going to take him off so I can, add others. So you're going to have to bear with me tonight in terms of, as if you don't every other night. But, it might be a little extra clicking and carrying on. Disregard my family. Seemingly, they don't give a shit that I'm over here live, and they decide they're going to have a little party in front of my, bedroom door. My grandson is walking now, and so it's his world. And I mean, I guess y'all are going to have to get used to it. Anyway, who else? Bello. What do we know about Bello? Bello is, a beard gang member. The suit game is on point. He's 37. He's a real estate developer. Really, Devon? I mean, not Devon, Bello. Real estate developer. Hmm. I mean, he wear a nice suit. He got a look, and I appreciate that. I feel like he travels and does things, and at 37, um, The real estate game can be, up high or down low. So I'm not mad at it, but I definitely, it's about networking and getting to know people that can afford to, buy property, develop property, things of that nature. Detroit is a moving city. So like your boy Brandon be saying over there on Love and Marriage Detroit, you got to get around the movers and the shakers of it all. So if he's moving and shaking, I'm not mad at it, Bello. 37, that means he's probably ready to settle down. You acquire a certain amount on your own. You travel in the world by yourself. You ready to do the thing where you want to share your life with. So I'm guessing that's why he's over here. That's what they'll tell you. And Devon, why I keep saying Devon? That guy's gone. He's floating on dust in a sunbeam. Bello. Yeah, Bello, I guess we'll see. He's a nice looking man. Like I said, well dressed. I see a lot of positives over here as far as Bello is concerned. So don't disappoint, Bello. If you're a real estate developer, we want to see, the properties and things that you've developed, because we hear a lot of this over in Love and Marriage Huntsville, and them Scott brothers is not from Detroit, but they from Pontiac. Pontiac ain't Detroit, and Pontiac ain't Flint either, but they over there in Pontiac being developers. So we're gonna see what you got going on over here. Bello, do you know Marceau Scott? Just asking, because he round there over in Pontiac. Who else we got? Let's get to one of the girls. Oh, Emily's there twice. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Let's go with Emily. Well, this lovely lady, Emily, is 44. She's a seamstress and an educator. She's kind of gorgeous. I'm just saying, she's a seamstress. I feel like she's more than a seamstress. I feel like she's a fashion designer. This is what they're calling her over here on Ready to Love, but I feel like she's definitely more than just a seamstress. A seamstress sews things for people. A fashion designer creates looks, and she's giving looks. She's voluptuous, so she can be her own designer. Her own designer and her own model. Detroit is a creative city, so this doesn't surprise me. There's a lot of art there and a lot of opportunity to do custom designing. Trust me, I'm about to throw myself back in the custom designing arena. You know what I'm saying? People out here gotta do what we gotta do. It's always been a passion of mine. I just have, I want to stay elevated. I have elevated a little bit. And so I'm ready to, go ahead and bring it on back in. But okay, Miss Emily, it's not about me. It's about you. She's a gorgeous lady. These fashion girls over here in Detroit are going to be wrecking y'all, I'm thinking. Just based on what I was able to see. You can see, I don't know why Emily wore this blue dress and this hairstyle over here to the Ready to Love cast photo, because everything that I see her do, on her own that she posted herself is far better. I mean, it's giving bad bitch. And I love that she's a creative. So yeah, Emily. 44, she did not come to play, I don't feel like. I think Emily is definitely going to be looking for something serious. I didn't see any children. So, one thing I will say, because I was looking around, and every time these ladies come over to Ready to Love, they don't necessarily have their business in order the way you would think, but this seems like the businesses be businessing over here. I think the woman will give as always. I'm curious to see these men on camera. There's something about a Detroit player though, Shayna. I'm just saying. I ain't been to Detroit in a while. Hey, Motown investor. I haven't been to Detroit in a while, but Detroit offers something different. It's, And it's a lot. I mean, Atlanta is known for having a lot of affluent Black people, but I feel like Detroit does too. You got football team, you got basketball team, you got all these women that are married to these athletes. They got, they got a lot of sports, a lot of entertainment. So as a fashion designer, I feel like she can definitely find her way around in this platform, Emily. If you find love, it's cool or whatever. But if you coming over here seemingly having her shit together, um, let's see. She's got a clothing brand. She does couturier custom designs, and she also dances for the Detroit Pistons. Huh. Seems like she's already found her access to the money. So I'm looking forward to seeing Miss Emily. Hopefully, she can entertain some of these gentlemen. I don't mean entertain like in a bad way, but entertain some of these gentlemen into a point where they want to keep her around, what I'm saying, long enough to promote her business. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and get these out of the way because they came over here. I was looking on Instagram because Instagram is where the girls post their pictures at. There were some people whose Instagram I could not find. So if I can't find your Instagram, I've only got to go by what they're giving over here at Ready to Love. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these three out of the way because they didn't have an Instagram. Ashley is 32. She's an esthetician and a salon owner. I know that's a good business to be in. So, as women, we taking care of ourselves and, also offers access wherever you at. Like it depends your clientele. And it's not like going to some of the smaller cities and the women are, well, I won't say the women, but the population of Black folks is, very small and not necessarily in a certain income bracket. So Detroit working with a lot. If she got a salon where the girls be going down to, I'm not mad at it, Ashley. Esthetician, she's a pretty girl. So Ashley, we want to see more. I mean, she's definitely not like, I feel like Ashley probably has a business Instagram somewhere. So I'm gonna like let it play out how it's supposed to play out. But I feel like as a somebody in the beauty industry, she definitely has her social media somewhere. Diamond is an attorney and an executive to director. So I don't know what these titles are. I do know what an attorney is. She's 33. And if she's an attorney, I can see why she doesn't have any social media. So I'm going to give, she gets a pass for that. But I mean, it doesn't give me an opportunity to get to know anything more about her than what was put right here. I don't love this dress on her. And Diamond, see Ashley about some, edges and things. She looks nice. I'm just saying it could be, I'm not a fan of the wig. It feels a little bit like undone. It feels like, and then I'm a hair person, so I critique these things. It feels like if you give it to Ashley over here, she can blend that color out for you a little bit. And, anyway, Diamond, down to the attorney's office. Christina is another one. Christina is a business owner and a songwriter. She's 35. And I don't know what kind of business she owns. I'm hugging this teacup like it's all like snowing outside or something. I mean, you get a little bit of crispy over here and folks want to act like it's freezing. I'm down here in Florida, so I'm not in Detroit. In Detroit, it might be very cold. Anyway, Christina, I don't know what kind of business she's got. I don't know anything about it. That's all they put here. So I couldn't really find anything else about Christina. And she's a songwriter. So another creative. Bet you won't hear none of her music over there. They'd be real funny about that. Let's see. Let me get to the guys that really made it difficult. Aside from, Homeboy was over here floating around in the dust in the sun. You're having a chai tea. Mine is mango, I believe. It's giving very, passion fruit-ish. I get over here talking and I have to have something. I have usually 3 drinks. Today I just have a tea and some water. But, anyway, these gentlemen here, let's see, they weren't really giving a whole lot of information. And, my name is Night Colombo. So I really, it was real light investigation. It wasn't, I mean, I'll see them next week and I'll form an opinion based on what I see. And that goes for everybody. Stephen is a teacher. So he's 39-year-old teacher, and teachers probably don't have a lot of social media or one that they're really willing to, keep the people out of your business because they be in a teacher's business. Stephen is a nice looking guy. Got a little fashion going on. He's in a cute little situation. He's definitely giving you a Detroit vibe. Stephen, are you for real? He hitting 40. He might be looking for a little something serious. You know what I'm saying? Get booed up. Robert is 38. He's a tattoo artist. You can't tell me again. I know there's something out there, at least I hope so, of his shop and his, his work. So I'm not mad at that, the people that keep their social media strictly business, I'm not mad at that. I just don't know the name of the business. So, once I get to that, if, I'm sure he's here to share it. So, then we'll get to see and yeah, we in the business, because we want to see if what y'all are saying is what you're, really living your life like. So, when you got all these jet setting things and these obscure titles, which I said is not your fault because these people just do that, stand on business. That's all I'm saying. Tattoo artist, yeah. He should have just wore, honestly, I don't know if he walks around wearing suits like that. Robert needs a girl in his life that's going to help him with his pants that are ill-fitting. The suit is ill-fitting. Bello, did you and Robert, hit it off at all? If so, because this is your, your cast photo. You got time to get it right. Xavier looks nice. He's 43 and he's a real estate. What is he? Real estate something or other. Ciao. What'd you say? Listen, you know how they be over here doing. Sometimes this thing be in my way and I can't see it. And I dang sure can't see that. Real estate broker, something like that. It don't matter. He doesn't have any social media that I was able to find. He's just very regular. Xavier can be, he's a mortgage executive. There you go. He's a mortgage executive. Yeah, I'll need to know more because these kind of titles, back in the day when I was out, in these streets outside, everybody was a producer. I was living in Atlanta and I was like, I don't want no producer's card. I don't sing, I don't rap, I don't do any of those things. So keep your card. So, mortgage executive. We'll see. Xavier, you look nice. You look like you might be a mortgage guy. It's a nice suit. The suit fits well. You might want to holler at your boy Robert over here. Stephen has a swag all his own. I don't think he needs to be helping anybody with anything. I think Robert is just very much focused on his skill. Let's see some of them tats. You know what I mean? Put your money where your mouth is. Xavier, you're gonna have to do the same. That's all. I mean, when you're a mortgage guy, I'm guessing you're pretty much advertising through whatever company you're working for. So, I'm not gonna hold it against them too much. Who else? Let's see what I got in the backside. I have to watch the trailer again. Just to give me a little something to look forward to next week. And see, now that I've looked at these people and see who they are, I can go ahead and this guy here. Be a little ready. Be a little ready for the energy. So, what's his name? Vince. Vince is a dad. It seems as though he's got kids. What's up, Jai Tony? Um, he's 42. He's a field service technician. I feel like, they playing with Vince because we don't know what that is. I see Vince on his Instagram. He does have an Instagram. There's just a bunch of videos of him, in the gym and stuff. So I guess Vince gonna be in the gym. There was a lot of before and after pictures, so I don't know what that's all about. So I feel like, he looks all right, like his suit and everything. This is a pet peeve of mine that I don't like really. If you're going to wear a button up, then wear a tie. It's just, aesthetically, it just makes sense to me. You look like you forgot your tie. If you're not going to wear a tie, then just don't wear a collared shirt. Thank you. That's all. I feel like I've been saying that this week more than once. Vince didn't offer any more than what they gave over here. So Vince, I guess we'll see. Sometimes, like I said, I feel like some of these people ain't going to be around for very long. Let's see. Who did I get off the list? We talked about Emily and her clothing. Have to do it old school style. Ashley, the salon owner who didn't have much. Christina, the songwriter, we already took care of her. Who else? Bello. Let's do another guy. We did Devon. He's over in the dust. Look, he's the one that said he was floating in the dust. So, we're not going to be mad at me. Okay, let's get this guy. I hope they don't eliminate the first day either. I think everybody should get mixed up. Like, just go ahead and have one mixer. I like the two mixers because it's overwhelming. I think even for the people that are going through the process, it has to be very overwhelming to try to make an impression on, 19 people in the same night. So I do like how they break it up, but they need to have a meeting. Then, maybe like the third episode. And let us just see some dates happening and stop like trying to, cultivate a story because it's just annoying. Who did I say? Let me see. Cardi is his name. Laval. I'm sure I said that wrong. Yeah. I don't like the first day eliminations either. It's just don't nobody know anybody. Yeah, they need to acclimate. They need to be able to have more than one conversation. And then if you're having a deep conversation with somebody, now you gotta get up and go talk to somebody else. So yeah. Everybody should meet everybody before people get kicked off. What's this man's name? Liddell, and he goes by Cardi. He's 36. He's an insurance broker. He's also a dad. So y'all don't have to try to get in his business, and he's letting it not be known he's a dad. The baby was in a car seat, so he's it wasn't a little bitty baby, but it's a young child. So there you go. I don't know what's the story with the baby mama. This guy is an insurance broker and a hippie of some sort. Honestly, I will say on his social media, he is talking about business. He's not really out there like he looks like this, like he should be somewhere surfing. It's definitely given LA rather than Detroit, but it is what it is. 36, I guess, that's up to a point. Listen, I feel like there's a match for the right people to connect together. So is this going to be a Detroit player vibe? Not really, but I haven't seen, what his personality actually, what his personality is. We can't see that yet. But I will say, like I said, he was talking about insurance. So he's not making that shit up. He's, he's standing on business. That's for sure. That's really all I got to say about him. We'll see. He's like I said, his personality seems like, I won't say personality, but his look. Not just his look, but he's a little bit silly from what I can tell. So I don't know if these grown ass women are going to be over here. I saw lawyers and business women. So I don't know. You know, some people like that. I should stop. I did talk about the tattoo, Robert, the tattoo owner. He's 38. Yeah. He owns his shop too, which I think, you know, he's not just a tattoo artist, he owns his shop as well. Stephen the teacher. We talked about Stephen the teacher, and he's, you know, he's cute and he's a teacher. So there you go. Vince, we talked about Vince, the field technician. Didn't we talk about Vince? Yes, he's the one that was with the workout photos. Xavier, I'm knocking him out. Edward, and then we'll get into some of the ladies. If I don't do this, I'll be clicking back and forth and I won't remember what the hell I did. Edward. I don't think I've really been excited. Maybe it's because it's Detroit, but I don't think I've really been excited. And these guys all have different professions, which I think is cool. Usually it's a lot of tech people. All these guys, and when I say guys, I mean the girls too. They all have like interesting, it's a lot of creatives over here. I'll say that. Edward is 40. He's a tech consultant, just when I said everybody's tech, and a former pro boxer. It's so funny because now Edward looks like he's living life. Like you see him outside, you see him doing, you know, in his photos, like there were many to choose from of him like actually being out doing speaking at conferences and things like that. So, you know, he's the real deal. We don't know what he's looking for. We'll find out next week. He's a former pro boxer, so that's a very, you know, Detroit, Michigan thing. Clarissa out here embarrassing us with her foolishness, but anyway, that's a different conversation. She's a former pro boxer, so he's probably like, you know, he got a little access to the money, and it's nice to see, you know, somebody of color in these types of spaces. So we're gonna find out. Edward, nice suit. I like his suit. The Gucci belt, you know, throw a little sauce on it. Now, notice how Edward has on a t-shirt underneath the blazer, not a shirt without any tie. It's giving business and comfortable at the same time. Even in the tie, the other one, it looks like he has a tie on. It's not like looks like a black tie. Anyway, I'm not gonna pick a favorite, but I feel like there's two people that stand out in a good way. Let's do one of these girls now. The girls are all beautiful. They got these guys have some lovely ladies to choose from. That's for sure. We did Emily. Let's do Donna. Update has said it's already too many things here. Do I have her here already? Let's get Bello out of here. Shoot, it's hard enough to like look up 20 people, let alone go on a speed date with them. Jeez. Donna, beautiful lady. She's 38. She's an Army mathematician. Huh. She's a numbers girl. That's a good thing. She's very pretty. It's funny. She's smart. She's a smart, pretty girl. I'm interested to see like the comfortable side of her, what she meshes with, you know, what type of guy she meshes with. Her sense of style is top notch. Little black dress always works. She looks lovely. You know, she's got a few couple different moods, her casual mood and, you know, her more dressed up mood. I feel like I see a little bit, you know, of personality with her. And the fact that she's smart, mathematically smart anyway, would lead me to believe that she's over there making good money in the army doing, numbers and things, because somebody needs some help with some numbers over there. They probably don't even want to ask the girls. Anyway, it's always, kind of interesting when you see a pretty soldier. They always think like that, pretty girls are, don't want to break their nails and stuff. And she's, a whole service member. Who else we got? We could get Edward out of there. We did him already. We just did Donna. We already did Cardi. We did these three guys. Let's talk about Chris. Chris is very active on social media, and Chris is a chef. Wonderful thing. He's 41 and he is over there doing his chef thing. So if you want to see, what kind of food Chris is over there putting together, he got it there for you to see. Nice suit, no button down. He got on a t-shirt underneath. I'm not mad at Chris. I feel like from what I've seen, Chris is like got a very up personality. Being a chef is very sexy. Imagine like you got a man who can cook you not just like, spaghetti, but pretty things. And, you can be his taste tester. I'm here for it. We're going to put Chris on the upside. We're going to put him on the upside. We like Chris. Chris is standing on business. Like I said, whatever he said he is and whatever he's talking about over on his social media, he's doing for real in his real life. So it all match. And like I said, he's got quite an upbeat personality. Let's go with Nicole. The girls are pretty, just one pretty girl after another. Nicole is 35. She's a university lecturer and a pageant title holder. She's gorgeous. So, pageant girls usually are well-spoken. They're used to speaking, publicly. And who else was over there speaking publicly? Edward and Nicole. I'm just trying to put the lifestyles together. I feel like Edward, you could take Nicole with you. She knows how to speak to people. She's a university lecturer. I didn't see any children over there, so I don't know about the baby situation, but yes, Nicole, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to put her with Edward for now. So we don't know if they even speak to each other for real, but, in my mind, I'm going to go ahead and say, I think that would be a cute match. We got to start figuring out where these people are, how they're going to connect. Some are not going to make it. Some are not going to make it, but, everybody can't stay. I don't know. She might be around for a while. Lauren is 36. She's a marketing specialist and she's a realtor. It's a lot of real estate people over here in the D. She looks great. 36. She looks like a baby. She's another one, marketing specialist. You would need a marketing specialist, I guess, and a realtor. This is Lauren. It's a little light, but again, they're not giving us the description. So on today, please don't be mad at me if I, make light of whatever your career choices are, because they don't really give you a whole lot, you know what I'm saying, to work with. Now let's see. What did I find out about Lauren? She's a lifestyle and real estate consultant. I don't know. You could go find her at accesslauren.com. You could go to accesslauren.com. I'm going to put the link down in the description and you could go see what she's doing over there. it's a lot of realtors out here. I'm gonna put it like that. It's a lot of realtors out here. We just left Love Is Blind, and I just saw Edmund dancing around in people's house, and that's how he sells it, twerking and things. So you got different people that market different ways. And if you're talking about luxury homes, high end homes, you need to market it in a way that you can get to this money, because there's a lot of people out there and a lot of competition out there, and then you got to make this house look appealing. They said that Selling Sunset is back, now that I'm thinking about it, and I guess I know how I will be spending the rest of my evening after I'm done here with y'all. Yeah, so Lauren is at accesslauren.com. Don't go straight over there. Like, give me till tomorrow and I'll make sure things are in the link for you can find all these people's stuff that they said they were doing, and go discover a little bit more about them before next week. But everybody's standing on business, it seems like. I don't, the information that I couldn't find is, like I said, I'm sure there. I just didn't see it. Done with Lauren. We did Chris, get him out of here. Ciao. We did Nicole. Let's do another lady. Let's do Ashanti. Another pretty lady. I'm just saying. They got a smorgasbord over here. She's very fit, Ashanti. What do we know? She's a salon owner and a vegan chef. Huh. Chris, have you met Ashanti? I guess you have, since we'll be watching on Sunday. Y'all already met. I don't know if it's a connection or not. It's a good look. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll see. She has a podcast called It's Ashanti. So I'm not mad at that either. I haven't listened to her podcast. I think I'm going to go over and check out, like I said, everybody's everything. A salon owner. Now, just because she owns a salon, I don't know, are you one of these ladies that went and got you a salon, like Kenya Moore, or are you a cosmetologist? Because not everybody, she got a lot going on. Are you behind the chair, Ashanti? I'm curious. Her hair is laid on every photo, every look. Messy bun, edges on fleek, cute outfit. Down here to the club, just doing her thing. Now that looks like a person behind the chair. The one in the middle with the black t-shirt, when Rhonda goes to work, that's generally what I look like. Except for, maybe I'm a little bit more curvy or thicker. I'm not size whatever little thing she is. Yeah, Ashanti. Looking forward to seeing Ashanti. Once again, like I said, standing on business. We're going to go check out her podcast, see what she over there talking about. Multiple streams of incomes, ladies. That's what we got to have, multiple streams of income. So wherever you got to do it, when you're beautiful and you have a business and you got all these marketing skills, there's no reason for you to not be over here. And, what is it? Ready to Love Detroit? Feel like these ladies is ready for y'all. Let me go back in here, see if there's anybody I didn't get. We did Bello, Cardi, Chris. I think I did all the guys. And I did that on purpose just because they don't really have as much. They got things going on, but they tend to be a little more private, and the girls can be out here doing the thing, and the girls are out here doing the things. So all of them, from what I can tell, and like I said, even the ones that I wasn't able to find, they still got a lot going on. Let's see. Let's do Shannon. Shannon is a registered nurse, the PNP midwife. She's a healer, social justice, and health equity warrior. What is that? What is a social justice and health equity warrior? Girl, Okay, Shannon, she's a 33-year-old warrior. That's a lot. She's cute and she got a lot going on. These nurses be out here having, so much other stuff going on. I guess it's okay. You pick your career, that's your actual job. I think that's what most of us do. And then, on a PNP midwife, like that's nursing. So, and probably like a whole different journey than regular nursing. I had midwives before. I think that's because you get, to participate in the birth of children. And my daughter had midwives, and pretty much if everything is going well, then the midwives are delivering the baby. If there's an issue, then they call the doctor. So you definitely, and I'm telling you, her experience was quiet. It was, and I mean, when I say quiet, obviously there was screaming and stuff going on, but the way they carried themselves, they were so relaxing. Her experience was very pleasant. So, being a midwife is a different kind of nurse, and it's an energy that's, light. A healer and a social justice and health equity warrior. She gonna have to explain what the hell ever that is. But yeah, Shannon, she's still young. She's 33. I mean, some of not I'm not gonna say us. Some women and men alike are out looking for traditional, lifestyles and things. Let's talk about Darius. I think he's the last man. No, that's Dominique. Darius. Darius now is 40. He's a lounge and exotic car rental owner. Let me just tell you, Darius is with the shits. And I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not going to try to match this man necessarily, but I feel like he may have found his match over here. I don't know if it's in a good way or what it is, but this Darius is something else. Let's see. Do I have any additional information about him? Lounge and exotic car rental owner, actor, producer, influencer, and brand ambassador. He's a whole baddie out here, Darius. I don't know if I would have the wherewithal to keep up with all the things he's got going on, but Darius is over here promoting himself. So, ladies, don't try to find love over here with Darius. He's surrounded by women. I don't think this is just necessarily any more than a platform for him to, build his business. I'm not mad at it. It's a game show. So there you go. If this guy Devon can be floating through dust on sunbeams, then Darius can definitely come over here and promote his business. So I'm looking forward to being entertained by Darius, because it seems like he's that guy that's going to be very entertaining. Who else? I did Nicole, the university lecturer and pageant girl. Lauren is the marketing specialist, access.com. Did her. Whew. Is there anybody else? I know there is. Let's see. We did Donna. Did we do Donna? Yes, she's the she's okay. I didn't add, aside from her being an Army mathematician, she's a PhD candidate. I don't know what that means. And she's an AKA. So I don't want to say a ski or a we, because I'm not either one of those things. Diamond, out of here. Dominique. It's not an accident that I did Darius and Dominique next to each other. Dominique is 42. She's a senior client advisor. I don't know what that means. And so, Dominique, that's all it says, senior client advisor. I'll have to find out more. Her birthday, is she a Pisces? When is Pisces? It say March 15th. She was celebrating her birthday. So I feel like she's a Pisces. I don't know what sign is Darius, but I feel like this is the kind of lady that Darius is want on his arm. So I don't know. And then I don't know that Dominique is to be played with, Darius. She is, quite the baddie herself. I'm dying to see her personality. And yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Bello, Dominique. I'll have to see. There's just a few people, that just popped out on the spur of the moment. I didn't come over here planning to connect these people with each other. I'm gonna sit back and see how they connect with one another. We made it. I feel like that was everybody. I'm guessing y'all are looking forward to the season. I know I am. um for all of you cast mates, cast members are ready to love, buckle up next week because we're gonna be out here talking about y'all. Don't be in your feelings. And if you're over here, I talk a lot of smack, but it's never that serious. So, and when it's all said and done, holla at your girl. I'm so glad to see that, all y'all got your business in order. Like I said, I'm going to make sure I put everything down in the description box. So, anybody that comes over here can go ahead and see what you got going on over there. Y'all like the video, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, put your boots on the ground, honey. Where them fans at? Bye, y'all.